Hello, my name is Russell Preston Brown from Adobe Systems, and in this continuing series of tutorials, I'm going to discuss how I finalize and detail a 360-degree image here inside of Adobe Photoshop. This image, of course, was captured in an earlier episode with a RICOH THETA Z1 camera. It was captured in the DNG RAW format, and I processed and enhanced that image inside of Lightroom Classic. I'm now here inside of Photoshop where I'm going to add those finishing touches. You can see I have a levels adjustment over here to the right and my smart object. In this next step, as we prepare for the final adjustments, I need to flatten this image. I'm going to go over here to the right, the flyout menu, and I'm going to merge visible, just like that. Then I want to make a correction to this image, and it's right down here at the base. I can see the tripod. The best way to do that is to go into the 3D world of editing. Here from the 3D menu inside of Photoshop, I'm going to go right over here to Spherical Panorama. I must have the Spherical Panorama layer selected in order for this to appear. The new Panorama layer from Selected Layers, right there. That's the option I want to select. It will now convert this rectilinear image, this flat 2D image, into the 3D world here inside of Photoshop. With my Move tool up here in the upper left-hand corner selected, I now have the tools available for 3D editing. If I tap and hold, I can now move around and see the 360-degree world. Wow! In this final adjustment stage, I want to look for any seams that might appear between the two halves of my rectilinear image. I want to make sure that I can't see any of those. In this case, I did not see them, but in most cases, they will appear after you've edited the image inside of Lightroom or Photoshop. The one thing that has not disappeared is the tripod right here. In this case, you can see, since it's in the 360-degree world, I now have access to this area where the tripod is, and I can use my healing brush tool in this case to make the correction. Selecting the tool over here, I can do the spot healing right here. I can then adjust my brush size, in this case with the open or closed brackets, and then paint with the healing brush tool over the areas that I want to correct. I have a fairly large brush, but you could use a smaller brush than this as I paint over the image and then let go. Let's see what the results look like. Looks pretty good. Select my Move tool again, and I can now continue to move around my image and look for any other issues there might be in the sky or in the foreground. Look around, make your corrections. We're now ready to finish this project. Next, we're going to go up to the 3D menu once again, then down to Spherical Panorama right here. This time we're going to export the panorama. We're going to take the adjusted results and export it back out as our final 360, just like that, and save it in the JPEG format. Then if we go over to Adobe Bridge, you can see here's our final image. Our color corrections and our adjustments are now in the rectilinear format again, and we can share this on the web. There you have it. I've gone through the steps of making the final adjustments here inside of Photoshop to correct this image and get it ready to export to the web. Give these techniques a try.